Hey, free-to-play gang, welcome back to another video. So I know I destroyed two Espers in the very recent videos. So I destroyed Intisar, saying that she kind of sucks in PvP because she don't have the same one-shot potential that I thought she had. Like for example, in Ophelia and Louis' case, right? They have at least 400% scaling multipliers, and on top of that, they have Seer or they have defense break, all that kind of good stuff. I thought Intisar carried the same kit because she has a defense break as well. And she also has a self-attack buff, even though it's not really necessary in most cases. But yeah, I'm not going to take her into this team, that's for sure. So this is just for showcase, okay? I'm not going to be fighting this guy today. And the other thing that I want to kind of like give a chance to is Donar again. So I want to test him out, especially in holo battles. I want to try to formulate a team around him where it is still okay if he gets hit, right? So I have a lot of protection around him. So I have Espers like Ahmed, I have Espers like Gabriel here as well, just to protect him. So I feel like he should still be able to perform here pretty well, because the thing is, with fewer enemies, that means that he's not going to receive so much damage, right? Now, I'm going to bounce back and forth a little bit. So one thing about Intisar that someone actually brought up is that I had very little accuracy, and that's part of the reason why I was not able to land some early defense breaks, which I kind of agree on, but I also want to re-emphasize the fact that she was not able to do a lot of one-shot damage, even when she was able to land the defense break on the first hit, which only happened one time. Yes, I agree to that. So I actually increased her accuracy a little bit while maintaining her attack and crit damage at the expense of some HP and speed, which is completely irrelevant to the way I'm using her here anyway. So without further ado, let's find a potential target. Okay, so player number 1 looks something like this. I feel like this might work. There could be some instances where I might actually die. So for the team on the left, I am not worried at all, right? I think my healing potential is a little bit better. I have a bit of speed advantage because Ahmed is able to give me more speed with his buffs, which is awesome. But the team on the right, I'm a little bit more worried because they have a Longmian who is able to freeze me. But in most cases, the Ophelia is only going to go straight for my Fabrice, and hopefully we are able to tank a little bit better. So the way that I'm going to be able to tank the Ophelia is I have the immunity at the start, so even if she tries to attack me, she is not going to apply the defense break, so hopefully I do not die in one hit. But the thing is, I also have the Abigail who can revive me, so I think that is still fine. So this is going to be the Donar showcase. Okay, they start first with the, oh my god, the instant stun. Holy shit. Oh, that sucks. But I think we are still fine, The Donar is not going to do too much, right? The Donar is oh my god, defense break as well. Shit. Wow. Yeah, the Donar is going to go straight for my Donar because of the type the type neutrality here. So nice. They are triggering our procs a little bit. They are triggering our buff a little bit, right? So we're going to go ahead and heal, and at the same time also reduce the cooldown of our passive. So oh, nice. Okay, so the thing is, we should use our third skill first because our passive is on cooldown, right? So actually, I probably shouldn't have used my Ahmed's healing. Yep, I probably should have done so. But I'm just going to try to get rid of the Gabriel there, and I just realized that I forgot to showcase the stats of my Donar. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead, and I think I should just land a defense break. Maybe not now. So just use a normal attack first, take his AoE DPS, which amounted to nothing, and hopefully get a stun. No stun, rip. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on, Gabriel, you're on the Zeus set as well. Do your thing, man. Wow, such a big, massive healing. So the way that I built my Donar is, obviously you can tell that he is not absorbing HP when he attacks, right? So he's no longer on the lifesteal set. Instead, he's on the crit damage set. And the reason for that is because I feel like it's completely fine if he gets hit, right? Because if he gets hit, he's going to be a priority target as well. Enemies are just going to keep aiming him, right? Which means that Ahmed is always going to priority heal him in that situation. So yeah. So because he has a cooldown here, I think I'm just going to use my third skill just to reset the cooldown of his passive, right? So that on his turn again, oh nice, I finally got a stun. On his turn again, I have my passive up, which means I am just going to use my normal attack and maybe normal attack this Donar here who is not R6, that's why he didn't gain a turn. And I guess we can just whack the Donar since he's already at full stacks anyway. Here comes the Donar, and here comes the counter attack from myself. Big DP. Alright, decent. But here comes the third skill with an instant passive regeneration of my buffs again. Very nice. Not bad. I think in holo battles, he has a better placement, right? He has a better placement than in Point War, I feel. GG, very nice. Because the thing is, you can definitely select teams without height to use Donar in, and that's not really the case in Point War, because in Point War, most of the defenses that you're going to meet, they are defenses with height. So it's usually not the case where it makes a lot of sense to use a Donar in these situations. So, oh wow, thankfully I got the turn advantage even though I don't have a speed lead. So I'm just going to take out their DPS like so. And you know what? Let's just gamble, right? We don't get a defense break, but we also do not get a kill. Rip. Oh my god, so ripped. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give my Intisar another turn, get her out of the freeze. She's still gonna be in stealth, so it's fine. Can we survive this? We got defense broken, but we are okay because we got a defense buff. Oh my god. She didn't do anything at all. Now, obviously, we were not able to one-shot because of the type disadvantage. I understand. Okay, so I accept that. So maybe in the next showcase, right? In the next fight, we should hopefully be able to have a better showcase for her one-shot potential this time around. Maybe, who knows? Okay, so for this lineup, I think it's a little bit more interesting, right? So the team on the left, this one could be a bit dangerous for us, but let's try to one-shot the Clara and just get her out of the way. I think we should be okay. And as for the team on the right, this is going to be quite dangerous because they have a Donar. But the thing is, hopefully, just by some miracle, right, he's probably going to go first, which means that he is going to transform because we will not have any buffs on us, right? We do not have any shield buffs for this setup that we're running right here. So hopefully we do not die by his Thunder Strike ability because we are super tanky. And that is what I'm hoping for, right? Donar being super tanky and him, yeah, just being super tanky, that's it. Okay, we start first again. Very nice. I love to see it. So we're going to take out the Clara at the start, I think, because our Fabrice is going to take the next turn. Perfect. Okay, we got a late defense break. Oh my god, and there goes the... Holy shit. There goes the defense break, right? GG. Oh my god, a counter attack. Oh my god. No way. You're going to get clapped. Okay, we have a chance again. Let's go. Okay, buff up, gain a new turn, and let's try to snipe her. Come on, one shot. Nice, nice. Oh my god, we didn't one shot. She was at low HP. Oh my god. No, wait, that means I need to sleep her. Sleep. Nice. Okay, second skill test. This time around, we might be able to lengthen the miss rate up on the Everett. We did not because we had the miss rate up effect. Sure, fine. Okay, so now the Everett is immune, so I'm not going to target Everett, I'm going to target the Gabriel. Let's see whether we can take out a Gabriel with less than enough HP, even though we have type disadvantage. We did it because we landed lucky crits. Nice. Perfect. Love to see it. So honestly not bad. Wow, 29,000. That's pretty good. That's pretty good DPS on his second skill. On her second skill, which is an AoE, because it does more damage the fewer the targets have. And yes, I know I've yet to test out how that actually scales according to the number of targets. But so far so good. Miss rate up. Very nice. 29,000 damage on her first skill, dude. 29,000 damage. That's pretty decent. So the thing is, like some of you guys actually pointed out, she's not so much of like a single target nuke. See, I told you we're gonna go second. So can we survive this? She's not so much of a single target nuke, but more of like a support DPS, right? Nice. We survived. Fantastic. So I guess we can normal attack, stun. Very nice. Good stun. GG. Yeah, so she's not so much of a single target nuke, even though her third skill kind of fits the theme, right? But she is more of a support nuker, support debuffer, something like that. Yeah, I can kind of understand it. I kind of agree with that as well. And we can take out the Tia here. I have no idea how... why is she so low? But I guess that's that. So yeah, nice. Donar was actually able to survive the nuking from the Gaius here. And that's about it. GG. We win just because we were able to survive the Gaius attack. There is definitely some use in nice DPS. There is definitely some use in Donar in holo battles, especially against Gaius comps. Because you would not so normally see Gaius comps, or rather, if you see a Gaius comp in Point War, it's usually backed up by other DPS like Ashley's, for example, right? It's not just a Gaius on its own, which means that as a Donar, you're more than likely going to be able to survive the incoming attack. Now, I know this is not the most meta of teams that we are facing right now, but or at least for the team on the left. But for the team on the right, yes, this is extremely meta, but there is a problem with the team on the right, and that's because their attack buffer is the Ashley, the attack buffer is not actually the Unas, which means that the Zora is actually going to be the slowest on their lineup. I guarantee you that 100% of the time. So what happens here is the Una is going to go first, followed by the Ashley. Ashley is going to buff up, and that means that Zora's third skill defense break is actually kind of wasted because the Ashley is not going to enjoy the effects of the defense break. So there's a little bit of off synergy here because the Unas is not R2, something like that. But for the team on the left, I'm very curious to see whether are we able to one-shot the tanky Joser, because we're not able to one-shot the Donar in the previous video, right? Can we one-shot this Joser here? That's what I want to know. We start second, and we have an attack debuff. Ouch. Very ouch. And they also have a defense buff as well. Crap. Okay, so this sucks. So I guess we are just gonna stay stealth, right? Yeah, that was, oh my god, that was like no damage whatsoever, right? Yeah, so actually we're just gonna like protect ourselves a little bit. So I guess we can shield the Abigail. She's the most important Esper on my team. And maybe just wait it out a little bit. Yes, I know my damage is also severely reduced because of the attack debuff that we have, but it is still pretty upsetting to see that she only did like what, 10,000 damage to the Donar? I mean the Joser. Okay, so DPS test with an attack buff, with an attack debuff and a defense buff. What damage can our second skill do? Not much. Not much apparently. Okay, so I'm probably missing the memo here, but what the hell? His defense buff is like perpetual, so it's gonna be a problem. Let's see how much damage we can do. 4,000. Oh my god, that's not much. We might be able to kill him with our third skill here. Can we do it? Boom, boom. No way. No way. That wasn't even enough damage. But the thing is, at least they do not have healers on their lineup, so we're perfectly fine. We are definitely going to win this. It's just a matter of like how long it's going to take. And yes, the Ollie is going to protect the Joser there, but you know what, who cares? I don't care. Take a look at this. Protect him. Go ahead, protect him. Yes, it doesn't even matter at all. Okay, damage test number 4. I have no idea. Okay, let's see whether we can one-shot with our third skill here. Can we? One-shot, nice, done. And yes, double kill. Very nice. So yeah, she is clearly not such a strong single target damage nuker, which means that we need to build around that idea. But for the fact that she relies on another DPS Esper, see, I told you, right? This was exactly their speed tuning. So because she relies on a secondary attacker, she might only really work if you have an Unas, right? If you have an Unas with the speed lead here, with the AP pushing as well, then you have 2 room for DPS Espers, which means you can have your Intisar and something else, maybe a Zora for example. Okay, so we got a buff block, which sucks, but it doesn't matter. They're all the threats are stunned. So I guess we can get rid of Zora. And the Zora didn't even defense break that well anyway, so we got this. But obviously it's kind of scary that we are buff blocked, which means that we are not going to get all the important immunity buffs that we need. But okay, so without the defense buff, right, let's see how much damage we can do to that Unas there with our third skill. Like so. Yes, I know we are wasting our passive. Oh my god, that was only 15,000. That was not much, right? Please don't stun me and I should be okay. Nice, good stun, good stun. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, not the stun. So yeah, Donar is definitely very weak against stuns. And some of you guys also pointed out that I shouldn't be bringing a Donar, like in the previous Donar showcase video, I shouldn't be bringing Donar into a fight with a height, or I shouldn't even be bringing a Donar into, oh my god, I should have dropped my immunity. I shouldn't be bringing a Donar into a fight with a lot of controllers. But that's the reality of point 1 defenses nowadays. There is either a lot of control on the other lineup, or there are just a shit ton of heights everywhere in point 1. It's unavoidable. And for you to design a team that you have to actively forego fighting these defenses, you're gonna have a very bad time, right? Because you're gonna have to keep picking and keep refreshing your fights. And now that PvP already takes way too long to complete, you still need to waste more time searching for the right opponent to fight, and that's really not the point right now. The point is to have a team that is able to deal with every single threat. So I think in terms of point war, there is definitely a lot of room for me to explore, like using double offensive Esper, so maybe a Donar and an Everett, or a Donar and a Height, and just see how well they synergize together. So that would be for another video, but the truth of the matter is that Donar is definitely not going to excel at all where you have a lot of heights in defenses, like right here for example, right? Anyway, let me just quickly go through all the stats. So here are the stats of Donar. He has 3,200 defense. I'm not sure whether this is a lot. I don't really build a lot of defensive Espers, but he has pretty decent crit damage and almost full crit rate, which is very important. So he needs to have the 100% at least. And here are the stats of Intisar. So I think I showed her stats earlier, but yeah, here you go again. 180% crit damage and decent attack power. And I'm going to show you my Abigail and Fabrice and all that. So Abigail is at 206. My Fabrice is at slightly slower at 154. I think I might want to bump his speed up a little bit more, plus another 30 speed at least. Ahmed with the 128 on the Zeus set, and Gabrielle, who is plus 134. So that's about it. So these are the Espers on my current holo offense. I mean, I use a bunch of Espers. I don't just use these Espers. This is just for showcase. But if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be happy to respond to you whenever I can. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed today's content. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Dislyte content. Now with that said, this has been Derek Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.